Good morning. It is Wednesday. What? What am I doing on a Wednesday? Craziness. It's crazy up in here. Yeah, Bearded Picker. Let's see. He said he was leaving at 4 o'clock this morning, something like that. 3 o'clock this morning, and he's driving from his home in Alabama to New Orleans. And he said he was doing a purchasing run, an acquisition trip. So, and Tom, of course, is out on a ship somewhere in the Caribbean, Carabiner. No, that's a little clip in it. So, I asked y'all yesterday, no show or show, because it would be just me. And a couple of people said, I'll go ahead and do a show. So here we go. A big girl painting run. He's on some kind of run. I don't know what he's buying. The stuff he buys, I don't buy. I buy Harley Davidson shirts. I buy shoes. Yeah, buy a pair of shoes for $3 and sell them for 20. He buys different stuff than I do most of the time. He still does the garage sale stuff, but not like he was 6 months ago. So, we have James. We have Chastity. We have Ping. We have Robin. We have Anissa. You're going to try to come on. Whoop, whoop. Ping! I'm not left alone. It's Ping and her pet crickets.
Oh, yes, they are chirping today.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stop them.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if every time you heard a, instead of a cha-ching, you heard a cricket chirp?
Yes, that would be nice.
You would be rich. You'd have to get some help packing all your orders. Yeah, Miss Anissa. Yeah, you having some breakfast? Break.
Yeah.
It's good. So it'd be cool to have Anissa on. It's been, I don't even remember the last time Anissa came on a show.
Yeah, we need more people.
Sure. So, yeah, I thought of one topic we could talk about.
What's that?
About Josh's video yesterday. Do you watch Josh's videos?
Is this the one where he flies a banner in the sky? Well, that one?
No. Da-da-da! Anissa! Are you really Anissa, or is this somebody weird?
I'm here, but I'm hearing like double.
You're hearing double.
You gotta mute YouTube.
Yeah. You can't have YouTube playing at the same time you've got...
Yeah. I learned that the first time.
How are you doing, Anissa?
How do you mute it?
go to YouTube, and on the video you click mute.
Yeah.
It's down at the bottom of the screen,
Right.
underneath the.
Okay, did I do it?
I don't know. That's on your end. I can't see your screen,
Yeah,
Anissa.
there's like 3 icons. Start, replay, and mute.
Okay, I think this is why I don't come on, because I don't. Am I still?
Oh,
We can hear you fine.
I think you got it.
There's no echo?
Not on my end. I
No,
hear
I
people.
don't hear any.
I hear
Oh.
people talking in the background or a TV on.
Oh,
but
that's my ID channel. I'll turn it down. Rookie.
Have you ever been on a live before?
It's been a long time.
A long time.
Now, there's also a button in the StreamYard to start the camera.
Yeah, I'm not putting the camera on. I haven't even combed my hair yet.
Oh.
How do I, okay, say my dogs start barking and I need to mute me. How do you do that?
You click the mute button at the bottom.
Yeah.
I have it clicked.
No, the one on StreamYard side.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'm looking at it, and I see way at the bottom, mute, stop cam, settings, present, whatever that is, and then leave studio.
Okay, there's 2 separate screens. I see
Right.
what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Is that Anissa? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't see her face.
It's me.
Yeah,
It's
just
me.
don't come on here and show us your ass or
Oh,
something.
jeez.
Well, that happened to Sally about 4 or 5 years ago. Some dude came on and showed his butt and his ball sack.
I promise I won't show you that.
Whoa. We're going to have another price increase in July?
For postage?
5 cents. Holy moly.
So it would be wise to go out and buy about
No,
20 rolls of stamps.
I rarely send anything.
Yeah, butts and ball sacks. Yeah, I'll stamps. Do you ever buy stamps off of eBay? Because a lot of people sell them pretty cheap.
Yeah, and a lot of people said they're fakes. They try to use them, and the Postal Service says no.
Yeah, Chastity, so many folks just have automatic billing on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's how I pay all my bills.
But I still write a check for stuff like my taxes and a couple of my bills. I kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of a hands-on type person. So if I have the paper invoice or bill in my hand, I'm more likely to keep up with it and pay it on time than I am trying to figure out online payments. Some of my bills I pay online. He pays his bills by trading chickens.
Now, I still want paper bills.
So Chastity has sold stamps. Yeah, man, I'm surrounded by beauties here, except we can't see one of them.
You don't want to see me, trust me.
Oh yeah, I do.
No. Next time I plan to come on, I'll be like Jenna. I'll be like all fixed up and all ready to.
Mm,
All right. All fixed up.
She always looks so nice.
She
he does.
does.
Not me.
I'm over here, 4 o'clock. Maybe I'll brush my hair.
When I started my last job, no mascara, no eyeshadow, no earrings larger than a dime, no bright fingernail polish. So ever since then, 20 years ago, I stopped wearing makeup. So,
What job wouldn't let you have makeup?
oh, it's a major theme park. Things have changed a lot since then.
Yeah, when I started x-ray school, if people had tattoos, they had to be covered.
Yes.
Now people are covered in them and no one cares.
Yeah, same with this company. No mustaches, no beards, no visible tattoos. And now, after 20 years, things sure have changed.
They probably couldn't find enough people to do the work with
That's
those
right.
stipulations.
Mm-hmm. That's when they started allowing mustaches because they couldn't get enough people to fill the positions.
Right?
Yep. So,
Shoot. When I was young, the girls had to wear dresses to school.
yeah. When I taught school, they had to wear dresses. And the boys, if they on their pants, if there were loops, they had to have a belt in them.
Mm-hmm. And shirts had to
And
be tucked in.
yes, and no open toe shoes.
And let's see. I think about my 9th grade year of school, they finally allowed boys to grow a mustache.
In 9th grade?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then, yeah. Estrogen ocean. Well, I don't think I've got just a ton of estrogen in me. I think men do have some though, don't they? Just
Yeah, you have a
naturally.
little bit. Yeah.
Not enough to get hormonal when you see a sad movie or something, but
I'm the biggest crier there ever
are
is.
you a crybaby?
Oh, big time. I cry at John Deere commercials and the Super Bowl commercials. Yeah, I cry. If I see someone cry, I cry. It's bad.
Yeah. Sometimes that's good.
Oh gosh, Ken. However, no one likes dry cake.
Nope. I knew you were going to say that when you started in on
He's bad.
that. I know. So yeah, I was watching Josh's video yesterday, and the title of it was "Who Cares?" Did you watch
Oh,
it, Anissa?
I tried and it started like spinning and everybody kept talking in the chat and I was like, did he
No,
start again?
this was a recorded one. He just put
yeah.
up there this morning. It wasn't yesterday. It was this morning.
I saw it this morning just before I came
I
here.
did not see it then. No.
So yeah, I woke up real early for some reason. Anyway, he was talking about he had been watching some YouTube channels, and they were complaining about eBay and that sales are down, and they're against us, and eBay hates the sellers and all this stuff. And he was saying, who cares? Basically, because you can't do anything about it, so who cares? You either sell on eBay and take what you get, but just over and over and over whining about it. He didn't say whining. He said over and over and over, you're spending time and you're spending energy um, trying to he said, now, about a year ago, Josh was way down a big rabbit hole trying to research why in April of last year his store almost got, just basically shut down. And you look at his old videos, he talked about from like April till about um, July, he had very few sales, and he did a ton of research trying to figure out why. In fact, he even wanted to talk to the CEOs and stuff of eBay, and I don't think he never got to, but finally, about a month or two after, it was around August or September, he said, I give up. I'm going to quit worrying about it. I'm just going to do what I can do and just go on. If I make the money, I make the money. If I don't, I don't. And there's no sense whining about it because eBay's going to do what eBay's going to do. So anyway, I thought I'd bring that up. He had good points. Now, do I whine about eBay? Yeah, I think I do some. There's some things about eBay that I don't like. For instance, if I send somebody an offer and they accept it, they don't have to pay for like 3 or 4 days, right?
Right.
You can require that they pay. It's in your
Yeah.
seller requirements.
I don't do that. I haven't had a big problem with it, but it is annoying to have items in unpaid item list.
I just recently had that happen for the first time in a very long time. Generally, people do pay. But I just last week had a guy put an offer on a shirt. I took it. Nothing, and it timed out and relisted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that is. I mean, I can tell you any offer I've ever put in to buy something. If the seller accepts, I pay. If I'm not right next to the computer, I pay within hours. I don't even think I've ever let a day go by that I haven't paid. So I don't
No,
know. I don't know.
no, Sadie, I don't whine. I'm just grumpy. There's a difference. So, yeah, but I mean, some people will go a couple of days and I'll send them an invoice and, you know. Usually after I send an invoice, people go ahead and pay.
Yeah, I sent this guy an invoice and he didn't pay. And I think, doesn't that cost us and I know it's not a lot, it's 30 cents, but it's just annoying, the whole thing. Yeah,
30,
I don't know.
30 cents for what?
I think to send an invoice.
No,
No?
I don't think there's a fee to send an
No.
invoice.
Mm-mm. But the thing is, it resets that 4 days.
Yeah, it does.
So I don't send invoices. I don't send reminders.
You can send a reminder and that does not reset the
Right.
days.
You're right. That's just a message.
Yep.
Nope.
I think the biggest thing that annoys me about eBay is lack of attempts to gain new customers.
Yeah, they don't attempt that at all.
I think people are they're just not as many buyers as there were 5, 8. I started reselling about 8 years ago. And I'm glad I found it. But, yeah, not as many buyers.
But if you think
So,
about people in your general life, like I can't say other than me, I know anyone who shops on eBay in my real life.
yep.
And I was looking, was it Walmart somewhere recently, and they had like the gift cards. And I noticed that the eBay ones were at the way bottom, almost to the floor. And I thought about moving them to the top, but I didn't. I don't know. I mean, somebody's shopping on there, but nobody in my real life that I know.
Kent says there is not a reset when you. There either used to be, or I don't know if they stopped doing it. But yeah, I've sent an invoice and I've had a buyer take up. You weren't able to cancel the order for like almost a week. And I think that was because I did send an invoice. But I mean, eBay may have changed it. Um,
Yeah, the only ads I've seen on eBay are the authenticity guarantee. That's it.
yeah, yeah, and what a small minority of the eBay buyers those ads are trying to target.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about what's the low limit on authenticity on shoes? $100? $150?
I think it might be 75.
Yeah, I was going to
75?
say 75 or 80.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think they lowered it.
even at that, what percentage of eBay buyers buy shoes on eBay, one thing, and then buy 75 or higher dollar amount shoes?
No, not me.
I
Not
just
me.
did it last summer.
Okay.
I had to have a pair of Hokas, and I've never worn them before, so I wanted to go in the store to know my sizing because different shoes, your sizes are different. So I went in and I bought a pair in the store, and I bought the same exact pair on eBay. They were like maybe worn once or twice. I paid 165 at a sporting store, and I paid like 84.99 on eBay, and they had to go through the authenticity, but that's a rarity, you know.
Okay. So, but you did it one time and it was at least 6 months or almost a year ago.
Yes.
So, yeah, they're targeting. And then they've also got the authenticity deal about the watches.
Hmm.
Um, so you're going through how many people buy higher dollar watches? I've got a couple, but I didn't buy them from eBay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I've never bought any jewelry, watches, anything off of eBay.
Mm.
so if they would spend their ad money just saying, "Hey, look at eBay, the best place to buy almost anything. You need a widget, you need a pair of shoes, you need a shirt, we've got it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you need a plush toy,
No.
you need
No.
Christmas presents, you know, and they're not making ads like that.
No, they're not. They should.
How many Temu ads were on the Super
Oh,
Bowl? Like 8, 10?
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. They
And
spent a lot of money.
how many ads for Amazon? Maybe 2 were on the Super Bowl. But if you're looking for something collectible, if you're looking for mid-century modern uh, lamp,
Mm.
you're not going to find it many places except eBay. So they should push collectibles. They should push antiques. They should push um, clothing. They should push, you know, shoes, hats, tools. Now they do push automotive parts. I have seen ads for their.
Can you get those same automotive parts on Amazon?
Probably most of them.
Because it's like my mother. She literally only shops on Amazon. She gets lamps, she gets vitamins, I mean, like, you would think that that's the only place. Because she'll buy something and she'll say, "Oh, I got it from your favorite place." It's not that I hate Amazon. I just dislike that people think that that's the only place they can get stuff at.
Right. But
That's
if you're restoring a 1964 Ford Mustang, where are you going to buy a carburetor?
that's why I'm asking, is that something Amazon would have?
No, I don't think they got. They do have used stuff, but I don't think they do much vintage at all.
Because I was wondering why eBay keeps pushing the motors. Like, is that because they're the only site that has it and you can't go to Amazon to get it?
Let's just do a Google search for 1964 Ford carburetor. See what happens.
Yeah, I think Amazon has mostly brand new items.
I think they have some used electronics.
Okay, 64 Ford carburetor. CJ Pony Parts, eBay. eBay's the second listing. eBay's the third listing. A company called CJ Pony Parts. Mustang is also called a pony. Oh, there's a new one. Autolite 1100 fits a 1964 Ford Mustang, but it's not original. There's a Ford Mustang forum, but they just talk about. So Amazon does have replacements, but they're new equipment, I guess. Anyway, so that's the kind of thing that, you know, if you need a vintage part for a vintage car that's original equipment, then absolutely, eBay's the place. So why don't they advertise that? Yeah, when a cricket chirps, an angel gets its wings. I have not purchased from Temu, but I think Gwen has. Tom has made a couple of purchases from Temu, and he seemed okay with what he got.
I haven't even looked at Temu. I look around my house and I think I got enough junk here that I don't need to look at Temu.
But yeah, if you're wanting a 1992 pair of Nike shoes, where are you going to get them? Of course, they've been advertising shoes. I mean, that's one of their main commercials. But almost anything vintage. If you want uh, a nice vintage ceramic. Good morning, Johanna. Johanna. Chicken toad. So, I don't know. So here I am griping about the things that are wrong with eBay, which Josh said, who cares?
Meanwhile, Todd sold $1 million yesterday.
No, what did I sell yesterday? A million, 1 million.
For me, I actually had a good sales day yesterday. I sold $165 worth of stuff, which I mean, I used to do well over 100 every day, but the last 7 months, I'm if I get 100, it's a good day. So I was pretty happy yesterday, but I'm like, yeah, Todd beat me again.
Yesterday, the gross total was 208
Okay, so I wasn't too far behind you.
for 6 items.
I'm going to have another 0 week this week.
Man, but you don't have 1,000 items
No.
listed, do you?
No, I used to. I've got about 250 right now. I just not motivated to list. And I've got a garage and living room and dining room full of stuff. You know?
That was Ron Harbour. He called me a day or two ago, and we talked. And he was talking about some of the stuff he's got. He said he's got stacks of video consoles. I was like, buddy, those are all worth money.
Yeah.
He said he's got a warehouse. I mean, most people can do a full-time eBay business out of their garage, but Ron's got a warehouse.
Now, I had a warehouse.
So, yeah, Ron's a cool dude. But I bet he's got thousands and thousands of dollars worth of unlisted inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So, my 31-day total is down pretty hard, 23%. But that's because my January, February, March were just kick ass for me. I sold a lot of stuff the first quarter of 2024. In fact, my sales this year so far are up 40% over the same period in 2023. 40%. So I had a very good first quarter. Now, on a good note with eBay, God, I'm glad I found them 8 years ago. It got me in a position where I could work and not hurt my body, make some money to supplement my retirement, and it's paid for a lot of stuff. It helped buy our car. Oh, there it is.
I beat you, Todd. I got the cha-ching first.
Da da da.
Congrats.
I need some theme music like
Beth has.
Like Beth and Primo Chemo.
I just started watching them. They're interesting.
Get it. We used to say that all the time on this show. Get it.
Oh, when Valerie used to do the show.
Yeah. And what'd you sell?
A pair of Skechers shoes.
Nice.
Have you ever heard of the company Blair? Have you ever seen Blair stuff? Shirts? I don't know. It's like the old school. They would get stuff from China. Well, anyways, their headquarters are here, and they just the hub is kind of here. Well, they just closed it down, so these were brand new. Must be shoes they didn't sell. The Boy Scouts somehow acquired all their unsold inventory, and I bought, I don't know, 9 pairs of shoes at $5 each. So that was one of those. Not a big It was like $30 total, but the person that bought them lives in Rhode Island, so it should be a fairly cheap ship because they're light. I don't even know if they're a pound. Well, with the box, they probably are.
All right, so that was a good buy, it sounds like. And these are new shoes?
Yes.
Yeah. New shoes for $5, that's good.
The bummer is most of the sizes were small. I think the biggest I picked up was an 8, and this one that just sold's a 6.5. Not many people have tiny. Ping, you probably have little feet like that, but
Yeah, I used to wear a 4.5.
oh, that's
Now
like my grandma.
And at the time, I had a hard time finding shoes. Let me tell you.
Have to go to the little kid's store.
Now I wear a 6, though.
I'm not kidding, Todd. My grandma used to
I can
have
see
to
you
shop.
wearing some little saddle Oxfords.
Mhm.
No, my grandma had to shop in the kids section. She'd have to get like dress shoes that were like kids' fours. I guess everybody hears my microwave. That's my tea out of Todd's teapot.
Whoop, whoop.
My kids were like, look, that fancy teapot, Mom. I said, I know, I deserve it.
Is that them paying, or did you
They
get another
paid.
sale?
No, they paid. Yay. Oh.
I used to only get one cha-ching for when something sold. And then, I don't know how it happened, but somehow I started getting cha-chings for when it sold and when they paid. So I'm like, why did they start doing that? Or did I click on something I shouldn't have?
No, I think that they just did some update or something. And then do you get something at like, well, my time it's 12:18. So what are you? You're an hour behind. So like 11:18. Every day I get the wand sound, and it must be something that I looked at. Because at 12:18 p.m. here, it'll say, buy this now for every day I get it at 12:18. So I don't know what there must be sending out some random, because it sounds like you got it's the sound it makes when you have a message or an offer, or that's the sound. So I look and I'm like, oh, it's not an offer, it's nothing. It's them wanting me to buy something.
I don't know.
Now, you only get the cha-ching on your phone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, not on your computer.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So, but yeah, I'm one to, I know I'm jumping around, but that's my ADD. I am one to say eBay's a good thing. It still is. It isn't as good as when I started, but it's still good. I mean, I'm not, a lot of people who gripe about other people griping about eBay, a lot of times they say, well, if you don't like eBay, just quit. Go sell your stuff somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, that's not an option for me because I don't think I ever would sell anywhere else much.
Well, I did a lot of cross posting after April of last year because my sales did really, really, really dip. And
Yeah.
I just finished my taxes. I didn't really make a whole lot when it was all said and done on the other platforms, but it was still a couple more thousand than I would have made on eBay. I do a lot with partial perfumes. When eBay took that away, that really hurt me. So that was when I really started going to Mercari, and that's pretty much a lot of what I sold was my partial perfumes there. I really hadn't cross-posted much up to that point, but I don't know. I wish I could just leave it on eBay.
Yeah, I tried Bonanza years ago before they made all these changes, and it was too much trouble, you know, checking up on them and nothing, so I quit.
Well, I link it right to my store and I don't do anything with it unless it sells. And every time I've ever sold anything on there, I've made sure that it comes down, and every time it's automatically come down. I mean, it's no work. I don't make a lot there, but it's no work for me. So I figure, but that's just me. I check my email regularly, just in
Uh,
general.
Tactical, you can sell new perfume on eBay,
Right.
and you can sell collectible perfume on eBay. I know this because I've done both.
But
But
I don't think
if
the
it's
collectible.
collectible and it's not a full bottle, you can't you can't list it on just regular perfume um, category. It has to be on collectible
Yeah.
or uh, or just say um, vintage perfume bottle half full. You know.
Yeah.
I've had my stuff partials that were listed in collectibles. I've had a few strikes for
Oh,
putting them in that.
in collectible?
Yep.
Well, I never have, but I may have just slipped under the wire. I don't get a lot of perfume to sell, but if I see something that's like got French words on it at an estate sale and it's half full, I'm picking it up.
Yeah. No,
Cause
Sherry, there's no authenticity guarantee on perfume. But if you list perfume, the only condition that they allow is new. So that's why you have to go to collectibles, as Todd says.
And that's another one of my complaints with, if we're going to go complaint route, is with Poshmark. Everyone, they don't let you sell perfume there. And everyone's like, well, it has to go ground. Well, they have a ground option now for electronics, whatever type batteries or whatever those take that, if you're selling an electronic, you do have that option. So why can't they make a perfume category that attaches a drop down menu that you can pick the ground option shipping? I don't know why they won't do it. I mean, the perfume fits in with their makeup and fashion and purses and, all that stuff. So I don't, but yet you can sell shampoo there, which is a liquid. I know it's not an aerosol, but I don't know. The rules. The rules.
yep. I was looking to see if I had any used perfume right now for sale, but nope. I don't think I do.
No. The only thing I have is a thing of nail polish. And that, before the first class, yeah, that would be sent ground.
Yeah, but you don't have to put anything on the outside of your packaging.
No.
So I don't. I mean, it's all going ground now anyway, since they changed all the
Yes.
postal rules.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting ground advantage from Florida in 2 days.
Yeah, knock on wood. I haven't had any problems with the ground advantage. People getting their stuff, they're getting it, appears to be in timely manner. And
Wow.
So you could sell perfume and just call it perfume, vintage perfume bottle. And then if your pictures show something inside of it, are you going to get taken down? Probably not.
probably not, unless a bot catches you or someone's following your store and reports it.
Yeah, have y'all ever had somebody report an item on your store? I don't think I have.
I did when 2020 hit and I was selling a lot of cleaners.
Mm.
I got a 7-day suspension.
Oof.
Why? Because you relisted it?
No, I never relisted anything that they said take down. That I'm not.
Oh,
Oops.
I always thought the first suspension was 3 days, and then if you did it again, then it would be 7 days.
No, it was. It was like two different. Like I got something on a 3-day, and then it was a different item,
Oh.
a different cleaning product. You know, every infraction you get, and then I think it went to 30, which I pulled all my stuff down and.
So was that a brand that was coming after you?
You know, it's been so long now, I forget. I think one of them was Microban.
Hmm,
Remember, they still sell Microban now,
right.
but I was pulling a Scott and wiping the shelves out, and I was doing really good on that. I mean, I made a lot of money on cleaners, but
Hmm.
then, yeah, like the 7-day, I was like, okay, I got to stop this because this is how I make my money. But I never and I know some of the CPAP stuff you can sell, but I don't mess around with that. I don't mess around with diabetic supplies. I I don't know. I mean, I guess anything could get you in trouble and get you sued and all the things, but
I think you can
everyone's laughing at my ringtone. My Metallica.
I think you can sell some CPAP stuff like filters and a mask without straps, like Beard said. Wiping out the shelves.
Mm.
Yeah, I had someone accuse me because I put a picture of all the toilet paper that was in my garage. I bought a whole bunch of 20 roll Scott. It was October of 2019.
Oh.
I must have bought 20 rolls of 20 because I had the Scott used to give a coupon and I got it down to where I could get it for like $8.99 for a 20 pack.
Hmm.
So I would go sometimes once or twice a day to the store because they'd only let you do it once. I'd go sometimes twice a day. And, at that time I had at least 3 girls in the house plus me. I think Brooke was gone by then, but so I had all these things from in fact, I just looked yesterday. I still have 3 20 packs left. And I had people on Facebook, "Oh, so you're the reason we can't find toilet." I said, "No, no, no, no. I've had these since October. Maybe I had some kind of crystal ball. I don't know, but I'm not the one reason you can't find toilet paper."
Uh,
Oh.
you hoarder.
Well, when you have 4 girls, you cannot run out of toilet paper.
Well, you could, but things would get ugly.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it's funny, my grandma, God rest her soul, she used to give me at Christmas time every year a big box of it'd be wrapped, but in it would be a thing of laundry detergent, a pack of toilet paper, a roll of stamps, dish soap. It was like my favorite gift.
Mom, Mom used to give us underwear at Christmas time, and then when we grew up and left home and everything, she would still do that. It got to be kind of a joke. I think one year she forgot,
She felt terrible.
and uh, we looked in our packages. Where's our underwear? And So then she felt so bad she went out to Walmart and bought some underwear that day and brought it back to the house.
Oh,
Mom was crazy.
I used to look forward to that every year. I was like, once you're an adult, it's like, and raising all these kids, it's like, yeah, that was a nice savings for me right there.
A chicken sandwich he found in the dumpster. Uh,
I wonder, speaking of that, it always reminds me of Lindy Glenn because I know she was part of that whole the thing they were going to do or whatever. And I know she was having some problems, but she really kind of like fell off. Hopefully, I mean, she's kind of like a cat. She'll land on her feet, but she's just someone I've always followed and liked and, hope she's doing well.
yeah, she'll be back.
Yeah, no, I know she closed the bin store, but didn't know what she was doing beyond that.
She probably just may have gone back to reselling out of her house and maybe a storage unit or something. It's just kind of like us again, maybe. I don't know. She had good content and was well spoken.
Yeah.
I remember when she first started doing YouTube, she got criticism for showing cleavage.
Who would criticize her for that? That's half the reason why probably a lot of
I don't
90% of
know.
the men were watching.
I don't know. It's funny.
I don't know what to think of that whatnot. I'm like borderline addicted to watching a few people on there.
Mm.
I haven't bought anything yet, but I know for selling, it just would not be for me. You got to be cute. You got to be bubbly. You got to have decent items. You got to, there's, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just don't see it as a viable selling option for me.
Yeah, I would never sell on Whatnot either.
I would sell on Whatnot if I knew I would have a good set of customers there to bid.
Mm.
But I just don't think I would be able to attract bidders. So I'm not even going to try.
There's a kid in my town, which is fairly small. He literally, I heard last week, quit his job and he's selling full time on Whatnot. Now he's in a jewelry niche, but I think, wow, he's got a girlfriend and two kids. I don't know if she works, but I think, wow, that's quite a jump. And I've watched a few of his shows and, he seems to do pretty good with the jewelry.
Yeah, I mean, if you got stuff that people want and you can develop a following, yeah, more power to you. But I don't think I really need to, and
I just think for me it would be way too much anxiety, like getting on the camera and showing your stuff and, you know, trying to, I don't know. I just like to list stuff and I don't have to be present in the moment with the buyer. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would bother me.
Yeah, it would bother me. Probably
And
selling
then you
weed.
got to pack all that stuff and send it out quick.
Yeah. I've heard of a couple people like getting suspended from there because they didn't get the stuff shipped out
Yeah.
like as fast as they whatnot wants them to. No, I don't. I think shipping 60 and 8 would send me over the edge, Kent. Like back in, 2020 when I was shipping 20 or so a day, it would take me, and don't, I need to get my processes refined, but it would take me a good 4 hours to ship 20. And it shouldn't, but it does. Oh, that's another thing. I got to figure out what I'm doing with all these priority boxes. I told my husband, the post office doesn't want them.
Oh,
I
I've been
said,
taking them to the post office.
mine said they got plenty.
Oh, well, I
So
take just a handful at a time. So.
I know, but I've got stackfuls.
Oh yeah, I did too. Way back
Stackfuls
when.
of what?
Boxes, priority.
Hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
I would
I
take
still
like
have some in the brown cardboard that they used to send him then.
Oh, I do too. I have Region C boxes.
Oh, oh yeah,
yeah, I took
that's a
all
long
those
time
back.
ago.
I would carry in like a couple of for like 3 weeks. I would carry in a couple of packages of priority boxes and give them to the post office.
Hmm.
I finally ran out. I did keep some of them, but
Yeah, when I left the warehouse, I took those brown boxes of priority boxes. I must have had 3 or 4 of those, and I took them to the back, their loading dock or whatever, and they were happy to get them. Of course, that was like in 2021. So.
I mean, I'm finding that I'm only shipping priority for Poshmark. And my Poshmark, I probably haven't had a sale in there. I keep getting these like super low offers on there.
huh,
But I haven't had a sale on Poshmark in probably 2 weeks. And then and I admit this is, don't do this, but I'm not real good about taking stuff that sells on eBay down. So half the time the crap that sells over there is stuff that already sold on eBay and I have to cancel it.
but
uh,
Poshmark kind of frowns on that.
you know, they don't, so far, they don't really like, they send you a thing that says, try not to do that, but they don't suspend you. They don't
Hmm,
limit you from selling.
okay.
I mean, you shouldn't do it, and I'm totally the opposite. Like if something does sell on Posh, I go right over to eBay and take it down. So but I can't seem to go the other way as well. See, Kent says Poshmark doesn't care.
Mm.
But I don't really want to do business like that. I don't want to sell stuff that I don't have. I mean, it happens, but something I need to work on.
Every once in a while, I'll sell something I can't find.
Oh yeah, I play the hide and seek game. Oh yeah, I play that a lot because
But
I have the dusty, just know where stuff is until I don't.
right. No, I've got a pretty good SKU system. I think everything I have listed is now got a location. But uh, when something that I've had for 3 years sells, and you go look for it where it's supposed to be, I mean, there's any number of reasons. Like you could have been looking for something else and set that item out of the way while you were looking for something else, and just got moved for whatever reason, that type of stuff.
Yeah, I have to go to, speaking of losing stuff that you should have, I have to go to the vital records because I cannot find my twins' original copy of their birth certificate. And I want to get passports to take them to the Canadian side of the falls. And you have to have their birth certificate to get the passports.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh.
how do you lose your kids' birth certificates? I think what happened was I probably registered for kindergarten. They got stuck in a pile that, oh, you're going to put this back. And then you forget about it and you're like, oh, that's just a junk pile. And you threw it out. I don't know. I've turned the house up. I can't find it.
Yeah. I got piles of eBay receipts. You go to the rummage sale and you print out, you got a receipt from them and keeping the receipts. How I know that I've got a scanner right there on my printer. I could just scan all the receipts in using my scanner and then throw all the paper away. But yeah, I can see how stuff gets lost.
See, I can't throw my paper stuff away. I mean, as far as like what is it, 7 years you got to keep your taxes.
Yeah.
Like if I digitized it, then I'd be afraid, well, what if my hard drive blew up, or what if I just make all these scenarios in my head, so I got to keep the hard copy.
Yep. I don't know. I keep stuff too long.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Like,
I got to start throwing out the old stuff. I mean, I have boxes of stuff from when I first started selling here.
I think I can throw this one away now.
1996. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, jeez.
And I used to have them back to the first time I filed income tax. I used to have all of them, and I threw a bunch away. But from 96 to now, I still have all of them. Let's see. What was my income in 96?
I'm gonna guess 65,000. Oh wait, were you
Let's
still
see.
teaching?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me change that. 115.
Let's see.
Yeah, I was still married in 1996.
So was I to my first husband.
I only had the one husband. I had a significant other for 20 years, though.
So my teaching W-2 form from 96 was $38,000.
What? That's all?
Oh, that was a lot. My first teaching job.
In 96, that was a lot, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't a lot. Teaching has never paid a lot, but
No. I taught for 2 years.
it was a lot compared. My first job teaching, I got paid $10,000 plus $600 extra for being a band director. So my first year teacher pay was $10,000 plus 600.
I want to say teachers in this state make, I don't know, 70, 80 grand a year.
Wow. I know my second year of teaching, I got a whopping $50 more. That was in Arizona.
Man.
I don't know. I don't think I could be a teacher in today's times, with the kids being able to say and do and whatever they want. And yeah, I'd probably be fired in a hot second.
Oh, people have said that for decades. Oh, the kids today aren't like they were 100 years ago. Well, no, but they're still just kids.
There was an article in our paper, I don't know, probably 6 months ago, like just talking about like the teachers are like getting swore at and swung at and all this stuff. And ugh.
Oh, they've always done that. They're just, times are different, so kids are different. It's just the circumstances they were brought up in. But, I don't know. If you could teach kids in 1978, then you could teach kids now.
Yeah, but I don't think there's the litigation in 1978 that there is now. I keep hearing of a couple different instances where teachers are here locally, like put on leave. In fact, the kids are upset. Their Spanish teacher, which is a female, she was let go for some, can't even remember what they said. And their new Spanish teacher, she doesn't speak Spanish.
Mm.
So they're like, we're not really learning. And I'm like, yeah, that's my tax dollars.
Well, sometimes schools are forced to hire people just because they have a teaching certificate instead of being able to teach.
Well, I know in Pennsylvania, you can teach or be a substitute with just a bachelor's degree in anything.
Mm.
And before I started going more towards the reselling, I had actually went to the place, applied, and was ready to get hired. And I was like, you know what? Are you really going to be able to teach these kids? You've never done this. You know, do you want to just hand them out pamphlets? Is that what you want to do? And then when they have questions, if you can't help them, I was like, in the last minute, I was like, no. They were only paying 80 a day, and then had to take taxes out, and I don't know. I just decided, nah, it wasn't the route I wanted to go.
All right, Lag, you want me to teach you something? I'll teach you something. Dun, dun. Well, I can't even draw this morning.
What's Todd
Okay.
drawing?
What is that? And don't say it's a red marker on a piece of paper.
It's a music note.
Yeah,
That is not a note.
it's a musical staff.
A music sign. A tune.
There you go. Beth knows it's a treble clef.
Yeah. Oh.
That was my next guess.
So there you go. Your first music lesson is now over, Lag. Now the staff is the 5 lines that music is written on.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry about the scribbly lines. The lines would be straighter, but I've had too much coffee this morning. Kind of makes me shaky.
I
But,
won't have coffee till 11 o'clock.
What's backwards? It's not backwards. Unless, is my camera turning it backwards?
No, that looks right.
Okay.
Ping, you don't have coffee until 11, or you have it up until 11?
No. Okay, ever since my significant other passed, I don't make coffee. I have beans, and he would grind them and then, make the coffee. I'm too lazy. I'm not going to do that. So I wait until lunch, which I have at Meals on Wheels, and I buy my coffee there for 50 cents.
Hey, and you only buy 1 cup?
1 cup.
Lag says it's a $sign. No. And that is called a bass clef.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's like a C, right, with 2 dots.
It's kind of a backwards C.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like haiku to me.
Anyway, something you want to learn something useful. Okay, when you wipe your butt, go from front to back, okay? If you go the other direction, you're going to have a mess.
And if you're a girl, an infection to go with it.
There you go.
And your toilet paper roll should be going down from in the front.
Yes, the toilet paper roll. It has to hang over.
Yes.
Unless you have 2-year-old kids who like to just sit there and spin them.
Mm. Well, they could spin it if it was the other way as well.
Yeah, and have you ever tried to re-roll the toilet paper? It doesn't work so well.
I know
Yeah,
it all
no, it
wads up around the thing.
Oh. Todd's giving paperwork lessons. So what are you doing today, Todd, besides
well,
making millions?
I'm waiting for Lag's latest round of homework to get here so I can grade it.
Oh, Sadie.
Biden toilet paper.
I don't remember seeing that, but I do remember seeing rolls with Trump on it.
I have a question. Every once in a while, I see somebody's chat in blue. What causes that?
That's because I have selected them as a moderator for the channel.
Oh.
Here, Ping, type something in the side chat and I'll turn you into a moderator and then you will be blue.
Oh, so when the whole post is blue, that means they're a moderator.
Yeah, when their name is blue and they got a little wrench.
Well, yeah, I see that, but I'm saying the whole thing is blue.
The whole thing is blue?
Yeah, their picture, their name, the time, and the comment. It's all in a block of blue.
I don't see that.
And it seems random. And I'm just wondering what causes that. I mean, I don't have one right now, but it seems it comes and goes. And I was just curious as to what causes that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
It's like in some of the chats where there's a super chat and the whole thing is in a block of color.
You're getting that on random chats or random?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On the comments that I'm looking at. Every once in a while, the whole comment will be in blue. The background and everything.
I don't see any of that on anybody.
Okay.
I don't see it either.
It comes and goes. So I don't know.
Yeah. Are you highlighting them? It just pops up.
It just pops up. I'm not doing anything.
Ah,
I think it's because you live in California.
that's it. That's it.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Ping, it's the crickets. It's your crickets doing that.
Oh,
Okay.
They're messing with
okay.
you.
Reseller rowboat. That's all highlighted.
Okay, that's because I put her comment in the,
In the chat. Oh, on the left side. Oh, I see now.
okay. See, look.
Yeah. Yes, I see now.
I'm turning it on and off, on and
Yeah.
off.
Yes. Okay. That explains it.
Are your eyes going weird now?
Because what I've been doing is reading the comments and not looking to the left. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, Ping is fun.
She's so cute and sweet.
She is. She's
She
like
is.
the sweetest person. Not like Anissa, who
I know. I mean, just ask my kids.
that's all right. You're better than some I've met. So you're not in the lower echelon.
Well, that's good. That is
So,
good.
Yeah, Tactical says we are learning a lot of things today. Well, good. I'm glad you're pleased. Or if you don't care about learning. You know, that's one thing about reselling. I am glad there's a YouTube because I wouldn't know anything about reselling if it wasn't for YouTube.
Mm.
I didn't even know there was a thing.
Yeah, I wonder how I ran across it too.
I mean, I always knew you could sell stuff on eBay, but I didn't always know that you could actually just run out and buy stuff and then sell it on eBay and just keep doing it to make good money.
Hmm.
I should have started sooner. My sister-in-law, she had been doing it since the early 2000s, and she was making freaking good money. She was doing a lot of like clothing lots. She doesn't do as she still sells, but she doesn't do that as much, but yeah, she was making really good money. I should have started sooner, but when the girls were little, that was all I could do to take care of them half the time. Getting into stuff.
You're better than some I've met. What a great pickup. Yeah, especially at closing time.
What's the
Uh,
saying?
the
Go to
girls
bed
get,
with go to bed with a 10 at 2 and wake up with a 2 at 10 or something like that.
Yeah, I've always put in all 3 dimensions.
Oh, I never do. I don't do that until I ship.
Hmm.
well, I know
I
Dusty never put in any weight or dimensions on his listings.
I didn't used to. Now I guesstimate.
He
Okay.
said,
Was he using a flat rate or calculated?
I think he was using mostly flat rate,
Wow.
but um, it's like this. I know this is going to ship for 8 ounces in a little box,
Mm-hmm.
so I can use flat rate shipping and just charge $5, and that will cover it. If it's going to Seattle, it might cost $6. If it's going to Oklahoma, it might cost $4. So uh, I just split the difference and call all 8 ounce items $5.
Mm-hmm. No.
So I do that a lot. This razor is going to go at 4 ounce, so I charge $4 shipping.
See, I ship from California, so I use calculated.
I never use calculated.
And
But
way back when the post office started that, I did. When they started raising rates
mhm,
regularly, and people were saying, "Oh, they've got to change all their rates and blah blah blah." I decided I was going calculated. This way, when the post office changes rates, I don't have to do a thing because it will eBay will automatically do all that. So if let's say you're using flat rate and your item is more than 22 inches, do you adjust for that? Or what do you do? Because you're going to have a surcharge if
yeah,
you use the post office to ship that item.
yeah, I've shipped so many things. I just add on some money uh, for something that's oversized.
Yeah. But I mean, you have to do that when you list the item. You can't ask the buyer for more money.
That's true. But I don't like using calculated shipping because somebody in Seattle gets overcharged.
Why would they be overcharged? Are you
Because I
because you're
can
not
ship it
giving them
cheaper. Their calculated shipping works off,
weight and dimensions and
yeah,
distance?
for what eBay thinks it should be.
Yeah, and then supposedly they give you a discount off of that.
However, every time I've tried calculated and I figure out like to Seattle from here, every single time, it's been more money on calculated to Seattle than I can ship it using pirate ship or even eBay's shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, calculated is good for people that live close to you,
Yeah.
but if I'm sending something to Maine, I can send it way cheaper than calculated. So I choose to give the buyers that little shipping discount to my faraway customers,
Mm-hmm.
and consequently, my price plus shipping would show up cheaper than somebody using calculated,
See, that's why I liked using the regional boxes when they had them.
right?
Because when
They
my
were good.
item was heavy, I would put the weight in as 2 pounds because I knew I was going to use a regional box to ship to the East Coast. And that would make my shipping less expensive than some other people. So when they did away with that, oh my gosh, that was a sad day. So.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed the regional boxes.
And now I've got a pile, and I'm not that I'm stuck with them because you can now use them as regular shipping. But I'm not sending anything priority anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't say the last time I shipped something priority. And I used to use the flat rate, not the padded, but the flat rate envelopes a lot for like jeans. And, different people say, oh, don't do that. But you know what? I never had any complaints. I never had a customer be like, why'd you ship it in that, And I think then it was like maybe $6.95. I don't know. But now it's not even cheaper to ship in those.
Beth, when I use calculated, okay, at one point way back when, I used to add 50-cent handling fee. So I did a bulk edit and I've taken all that out. And I also put down that I am giving the buyer my discounted rate. And when I print out my label, I also go to the order details and I print that page out for my records. And I look and I compare what they're paying and what I'm paying. And the most I pay, even with all of that, is like maybe $2. And so for the things I sell, people are willing to pay that. Maybe not so much anymore because I'm not putting out new items because I'm not motivated to list.
That's half the battle. That
Yeah.
is half the battle.
Oh,
When I had my warehouse space and I had to pay that $1,200 a month, that motivated me to list. But now
yeah.
that I've gotten rid of it, I don't have to pay that out. So I'm not motivated, but I need to because I can't live forever. And my kids are going to throw all this out when I pass. So I better make the money now. That's the only thing I'm thinking that would motivate me.
Yeah. But I mean, even passing on the eBay discount, I still think that calculated shipping is going to cost your faraway buyers more than you can ship it.
Yeah,
What
I
do you,
don't know. I never
what,
used the calculated, so I don't know a thing about it.
I know that Commonwealth Picker does the same thing as I do. He doesn't use calculated shipping.
I don't know. I figure it would cost me sales. And at this point, with making so little sales, I can't afford to have something costing sales. Does that make sense? I can't, I don't want anything that's going to deter a sale. And I feel like for me, if I did the calculated, it would. And I mean, I think that's good on bigger items. And I don't sell a lot of bigger items. Like, a lot of my stuff is small, like body washes and perfumes. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would make much sense because, like you said, if you've got an item, that is going to Washington State. Oh, we got
Yeah,
another
that's
person.
Blake, and he's
Hey,
driving.
hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Sounds like you guys are having a lively discussion about shipping.
Oh, we've been bouncing around. What about
Yeah.
you? All right, the two topics today are shipping and uh, can we change eBay? So,
Well, I'll go with changing eBay is a futile effort, but I'll go with just my perspective on shipping. Of course, I'm shipping heavy items, and I'm shipping from almost on the East Coast, and so I do calculated shipping, but I give 100% of the discount to the customer, and sometimes I will reduce the weight just slightly of what I know it's actually going to be, and I pretty much break even. So that way, no matter where it goes, everybody pays pretty much what it will cost me to ship it, whether it's close or far away. So I give 100% of the discount to the buyer.
okay. Well, thank you for your honesty that you're doing it wrong. You and
Yes, that's
you and Ping, you do that calculated shipping stuff, and I mean that's fine if you choose to do it. It's not going to cost your customer just a ton more, but I'm almost positive that you can use flat rate and um, when you list the item, go ahead and weigh it, and you can guess how much it's going to weigh and the dimensions.
sure. The
And
other factor on mine is that most of my stuff has multi-quantity. So the only way for me to get that close to right is to use calculated, because they might order 4 or 5 or 6 units of the same cuttings, the willow cuttings. And so I have that then set to there's an added feature that you go in there to tell it how to total up the weight.
well, I have all flat rate shipping, but let's say something costs $8 to ship.
Mm-hmm.
But if they buy 2 of them, then I'll have $8, and every one after that is $3.
Sure. Right.
So that
Yeah.
that covers the. I mean, if you put 2 together, then they're paying $11 to get it shipped,
Sure.
um, and I can usually ship the $8 thing for 2 of them for 11. That
Mm-hmm.
that's the way I do that.
No, I think that makes sense for the type of items that you're shipping and the weight classes that you're in. But my weights, as soon as somebody orders more than 2, I go over 20 pounds, and so that drastically increases the cost to ship. If I don't have that set um, for calculated, I would lose my butt real fast.
So Patrick says he's moving more toward a flat rate.
But I agree that there are certain scenarios that if you have a single of an item, it definitely makes a lot more sense for most people, I think, to do the flat rate, because you know what it's going to cost you. But now for a new seller, definitely stay calculated so that you don't make a big mistake up front until you get used to it.
Right. The flat rate gets you every time. I don't know. I'm real happy with flat rate, and I think my customers get a little my far away customers get a lot better shipping deal.
Yeah,
But
and you're gonna
that's
and
just me.
you're kind of in the middle of the country somewhat, or a little bit more central than some of us too, Todd. Right? So it's not as big of an adjustment. So if I have to ship from Virginia to California or Washington or wherever, it's it's as far as it can go, other than Hawaii or Alaska, I guess.
Right. But you can always add in a surcharge for Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, Guam.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's certainly
I
an
don't
option.
usually do that. If something goes to Alaska, I probably just pay the extra myself and say, oh well. Not very
Yeah.
many people from Alaska buy my crap. It's been a long
Right.
time since I've sold something to Alaska.
Yeah. I lost money the last time I sent something to Alaska. Jeez.
I think I sold something there in the last month or two, but I don't sell there very often at all.
I think
Yeah,
I
I don't.
have free shipping on it, and it went to Alaska, so I made like zero. But the item had an expiration date, so I didn't care. You know, at least I got it sold instead of having to chuck it.
Right, Beth. With flat rate shipping, if something costs $5 to send it to Oklahoma
Oh, jeez,
and it
Felix.
costs $7 to ship it to California, I just charge $6 for it. So if it goes to Oklahoma, I make $1 on shipping. If it goes to California, I lose $1 shipping, and that's how I do it.
Yeah, I think that's simple. It's a good simple way to do it.
But that's kind of the easy way to do it in Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Goodness.
24K.
I've sold willow cuttings to Alaska, but they don't go there very often because they don't really do well there. I mean, they do okay, I guess, but they're not. Was that agricultural zone 3 or whatever? Yeah, they're not ideal for there. I did take some with me when I went there and planted some.
So what do people do with these willow? Is it willow clippings?
Yeah, they're willow cuttings. They grow them into trees. So most willows, not all, but most willows, and the specific variety that I sell do really grow really, really fast, and they root really easily. Yeah, so they're for a fast windbreak or a fast shade or even fast erosion control. They just grow really fast. They can do. Well, I advertise on my eBay listings. I advertise 10 to 14 feet, but I've grown them 18 plus in a single season, meaning from May 1st to October 1st. 18 foot in, what is that, 7 months?
Sounds like a good titty bar. Things growing fast.
Todd, get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. I do sell year round though to Florida and some of the warmer states. They'll buy them all year.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is my supply stops growing about end of October. They stop growing. So whatever I have is what I have until they start growing again in the spring.
24K says willows will destroy your house.
If they fall on your house or if they get into your sewer line, yeah, sure, absolutely. Small roots, yes. They have really small fibrous roots, which is why they're really good for erosion control.
So don't plant them close to your sewer line.
No, you got to stay at least 50 foot away, if not 100. They will find it. They will find it. Yep, absolutely correct. They're not usually too bad about foundations though, because they are fibrous roots. They don't have enough power or enough, I don't know, whatever that's called, penetrating power, I guess, to really get through a foundation unless they're really looking for water. But yeah, they will definitely get into your sewer or your septic. Don't plant them next to a fence. Why not? I can't see the chat except whatever goes up on the screen. Do crickets like willows? I don't think so.
I guess he figures that the willow trees will knock down a fence. I don't know.
Yeah, they could, yeah. I mean, so the oldest willow that I have is 4 foot across.
Wow.
So yeah, it would push your fence away. And it's only 28 years old, something like that.
Yeah, he says trees broke his concrete fence.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I could see that. Concrete walls, yeah, for sure. Well, that makes sense. It'll push. Bamboo picked up my bamboo picked up my house. Okay. Oh goodness.
We now have a tree house.
Yeah, tree house. There you go. So to give you a reference point of how fast these particular grow, these are Austree willows. They grow 7 inches in 7 days, inch a day.
Man.
I'm not sure if that's as fast as willow or not, but I mean as fast as bamboo. Some bamboo I think can grow faster. What is it? The timber bamboo that they used to use for torture devices? They would string somebody up and the willow would grow through them. It's a thing. It's a real thing. That was a ancient method of torture. It would impale. Yeah, it would impale somebody because it would grow through them.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing up that lovely thought.
Oh yeah. There you
We
go.
should do that with the pedophiles.
There you go.
A slow death by willow.
By bamboo.
Oh, bamboo.
Yeah, bamboo it was an ancient torture method. Was to some bamboo grows really fast, and I guess it's also rigid enough. Willow would never impale you, even if it was growing. It's a very soft wood. It's very, very soft.
That's what she said. Oh. What have I got here?
Beth.
I got a counter offer.
A good one?
I don't know. Let me look at it here. I might get a cha-ching right before the show ends here.
Well, there you go. I sold 2 Starbucks mugs this morning, so that was good. To the same person. 2 different ones.
I didn't know if those were still a thing. Well, that answers that.
I sell. I used to work for Starbucks, and so I have quite a bit of I don't know.
That's my cricket.
Knowledge, but.
So.
Camel cricket? What?
I have a Lego set for $34. Should I accept the
Those are pink.
$27 offer?
You got shipping on top?
Yeah.
Yeah, take it.
Alright. Here we go. We get to
Here
hear
we go.
cha-ching.
That's me pouring tea in my glass.
Oh,
I'm not peeing. I'm not peeing. I'm pouring tea.
We would have never thought of it if you hadn't said it.
There we go. There's
Cha-ching.
sound. Well, I know there's a bunch of weirdos in the chat.
Well, I mean, Mr. Sadie is in the chat. Don't worry.
Sadie was the one that came into mind.
Sorry, Larry. Sorry for
Followed
you.
up by Lag.
Well, yeah, Lag is here too somewhere. Is he creeping today?
How much did I pay for the Legos? I paid up because they're brand new sealed. $10 I think I gave for it at the garage sale Saturday.
Oh, fast nickel. There you go. Already out by tomorrow.
So, yep. Yeah, I like fast sales. It's people gripe at eBay, but if you got stuff that people want, they're going to buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line, right?
Yep.
We're here to sell stuff.
We're here to sell it. Yep, that's right. I mean, we're not here to sell it at a loss, but at the same time, it depends. Well, I guess there are some cases where you do take a loss to recoup some of your money, but that's not generally the point. But It could be.
But of course, I've got 1,000 items in my store that are like 60 days old or older listings.
Do you, Todd, do you keep track of that? And if so, how do you keep track of it? How old something is in your store?
I don't. I know a lot of people put the date that they bought it in their SKU.
I was just going to say the custom SKU. Yep.
But I don't.
I do.
I mean, I can kind of remember if I've had something for more than a year or two.
Sure. I know there's one other way that a lot of people do it, and that's using store categories. So instead of making the store category visible on their store, so they just use eBay categories in the store layout, they will make 12 different store categories called January, February, March, etc. And so then when they list it, they put it in there, and then whenever it hits 90 days, they will put that category on sale, and each time it hits a certain threshold, they put it on a bigger percentage sale, so they get rid of all their stuff. I don't know. It's just, I don't do it that way, but I've heard people do it that way, and I thought it was a very interesting, easy way to systematize.
Yeah.
Getting rid of stuff.
I do end and sell similar once in a while, so I have no idea how long I've had some stuff. So, and I never put it in the SKU, so.
See, and I'll do that. I'll put it originally when I listed it, and if I do a relist or sell similar, I'll put that in the custom SKU, so I know when I actually first listed it, and then when I relisted it.
Okay.
I don't know. Because it is
all my stuff is.
It's nice when you see something from 2018 that finally freaking sold.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I gotta go pee.
Well, I end and sell similar every day. So
Something every day? You don't do everything every day, just some every day, correct?
Only 5 things every day. You know. So,
and is that out of 1,000 or 100 or?
No, I'm down to 250 items right now. So
okay.
So 5 things will hit their 30 days. Like today, at little after 8 o'clock, they're gonna roll over. So I will end those items now.
Okay.
And then I will go to my unsold and sell similar from there and reduce the price by 10%.
I got you.
And then the ones I ended today will eventually roll back up in the unsold and they get out. That's because I'm not motivated to list new items right now. So
are you buying new items?
I haven't. I have not for a long time. Because I've got a garage full of stuff from my warehouse that I really need to put up. They were listed at one time. Then several years ago, I got a suspension. Well, a restriction. I could only list 10 items per month. Okay.
Oh.
I had over 1,000 items at that time. Okay. And this is what got me suspended. I had 3 items that never got scanned at the post office, which is why I never leave them on the counter anymore. Like they have this big sign, leave your items here. I don't do that anymore. I stand in line and wait for them to scan the items. Anyway, I had 3 items that never got scanned. I refunded everybody, and then I got this suspension. So I could only list 10 items per month. Meanwhile, my items were hitting and they were not relisting. So they slowly disappeared because it took me several months to get back up to above standard. You know, when you can only list 10 items, and the first week I sold 7. So there I am waiting for the rest of the month before I could list 10 more items. So yeah, it took me many months to get out of that.
I'd say, yeah. I've never heard of that happening for only 3 items.
Yeah, it was only 3 items, but this was years ago.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've had my account since 2002 and been selling since 2006.
Oh, there's another one.
I've been selling since 2000 or 2001.
That was just them paying. So I get 2 cha-chings for each sale.
I started in 2002 too. I sold a couple things, but
I turned 18 in 2002, and so that's when I created my eBay account. But I didn't sell. But I didn't sell.
What a baby!
Well, that tells you I turned 40 this year, right? So.
Oh.
Hey, old fart.
Not yet.
Pretty good.
Not till July.
You started your account when you were 18. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and I opened the account and I would buy things on there, and I didn't start selling anything till 2006. And my account still has that unlimited listing capability because I've had it long enough or before that date when they started restricting it. So I have no item restriction and no monetary total listing restrictions either.
Yeah, last time I looked at mine, it was I can list 2 billion things. Every month.
There you go.
Every month.
Yeah.
2 billion.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put the number at that.
2 billion. Oh, so there's 2 different ways that eBay modulates that or moderates it. There's how many you can list per month based on your store size or whatever. But then there's also the total number of items you can have listed at one time, as well as the total dollar amount you can have listed at one time. That's the one I'm referring to. The later one is the one I'm referring to.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the section on if you look at your the seller homepage, that box is just missing in my account. I have 2 accounts though, so the reason I know it's missing is I compared it to my secondary account. I used to do Cash for Gold, and that was a more recently created store, and that one had limit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a second store that I have a few things on, but I mostly use it if I'm going to buy something because I don't know if there's a transaction that goes sideways or whatever. I don't want them coming after my main.
Oh, right, yeah. Do you buy something to resell on eBay to eBay, or you're talking about just in general?
Not very often. No, just stuff I buy. Usually it's like supplies and stuff, but I don't know. Like I buy some vitamins and things, and
Sure.
I don't know. I just thought I probably should have an account that I buy on. I don't very often buy to resell on eBay. Like I
buy a resale from eBay to Amazon. So there's certain brands like Starbucks, for example. It's hard or harder to get on gated on Amazon, but I am on gated in it, and so I will buy lower price Starbucks items on eBay and flip them to Amazon because I can get sometimes double or more.
Steve Rakin does a lot of that.
Yep. Yep.
Like him or don't like him, but
No, I have no opinion of him. I think he's all right. Other than that, I don't really have an opinion.
he's not my favorite, but because he did some weird things back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I don't particularly care for his content. I don't know. It's just not my. I don't know. I just don't listen to much reseller content. There's only a few resellers that I actually listen to. Everything else is usually audiobooks or podcasts.
Yeah, I saw Rakin on a podcast with the podcast that Commonwealth Picker's in on.
Well,
Anyway, all right, folks, we're gonna shut it down.
Alrighty.
I've had enough, y'all.
What?
all you can handle for one day.
Hmm So I guess
Well-
I'll be back on tomorrow morning if y'all want to talk some more, because Tom's still gonna be gone. He usually does Thursday shows. So
Is he on a cruise or something?
yeah, they were in
He's trying to get
Dominican
COVID
Republic.
again.
He's
They
down
went
in
where?
the Caribbean.
Yeah, they were in a port in at the Dominican Republic yesterday.
Okay.
He came on the
I thought
show
I
for
saw-
a little bit.
Yeah, I thought I saw him on briefly. Yeah. My next cruise is not till 2026 unless I decide to book another one. Between now and then. That's the next one I have booked. 2020, January of 2026.
All right. So here's to good sales for all of you. All of
Bye.
you have good sales.
Alrighty.
And remember, we love you here at the Silverhairstacker channel. Yeah.
All right.
that-
Bye, everyone.
Did that sound sarcastic?
No, not at all. Nope, definitely
How
not.
many how many shows do you watch that always say, "Thank you for watching. Oh, we just love you," and you go, oh, "Shut up! You don't know me. I just watch your show." Okay. All right. See y'all tomorrow if you care to. Bye.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.